Yo, what's up? Welcome to Kinda Funny First Impressions. I'm one of your hosts, Blessing, Adeoye Jr. Joining me is Snowbike Mike. What's good, man?
Oh, Blessing, I'm doing so well, man. Thank you for having me on this first impression. And of course, let's play some video games together, my guy.
Let's play some video games. I'm very excited. This is our first impressions of the year. And we're in a new format. Of course, you're used to getting first impressions on YouTube and getting it on audio. In the new year, we've made some shifts. I think all good shifts, because I think the thing that we kind of realized collectively is that first impressions works best as a video show. But then also the thing that's exciting about our content this year is that we're doing the streaming thing, which means that we can do first impressions live and then have our editor, Roger Bacorny, edit it down for YouTube and have it be this condensed thing. We're going to do a first impressions of Super Meat Boy forever. Of course, this is where we come together, hang out, play the new and exciting games that we're able to get our hands on. And I've not actually been able to start up this game yet. This is my first time jumping in, and so we're getting into this together. Mike, have you played Super Meat Boy in the past?
I've never played Super Meat Boy before, Blessing, myself, but I've watched plenty of streams. I actually did a little research before today's stream just for you, but I'm excited about this.
Yeah. Wait, so in your research, what have you come across? What do you know?
Well, I know that this is a hardcore, pixel perfect type of platformer right here. It's going to be punishing, which I'm very excited about. But when I looked at this one, because you told me this turned into an endless runner, I actually got a lot of Mario Maker vibes, because as you know, I'm big into the Mario Maker community with Grand Pooh Bear, so I know all about these very difficult endless runners here.
And so that's the thing that's very interesting about this Super Meat Boy iteration, is that Super Meat Boy originally, we know it as like a beloved indie title from early in the decade. And yeah, it's a pixel perfect platformer, 2D platformer. And the thing that Super Meat Boy forever does that's different is, yeah, it's an endless runner. And so pretty much I'm using, seems like 2 buttons, maybe 3, we'll see. But yeah, I have A to jump, looks like down to slide.
Oh, big slide.
Oh my God.
Looks like you have some checkpoints there, Blessing, or are you restarting at the beginning of the level? I can't tell right now.
It's checkpointed, and this seems like a tutorial level, and so we'll see. But currently I'm checkpointed.
Looks good. Good music too. We loved that intro music as well. You and I were bopping to that at the beginning of all this.
God damn, I'm like laser focused on like trying not to die right now.
That's the best part about these games, is once you get into the rhythm and the flow, you don't blink, you don't think about anything, you don't look at anything but the game itself. And that's some of my favorite part about these games.
Oh yeah. And so you see there, like, they do the whole replay of your flawless run. And they also do keep time. And so there's like a speedrunner aspect to it too.
Definitely.
See. Okay, so we have a punch added. And so if you're midair, if you press A again, you get like a punch going.
Does it kind of like that lunge right there? Yeah, extends your jump.
Yeah, it extends your jump.
And so that bar at the bottom, is that your progress bar essentially through the level? Like you're 80% through this level? Is that what that's telling you right there?
You know what? I don't even see a progress bar at the bottom because of the way it's propped on my screen.
Oh,
but yeah,
okay.
Looking at the Discord screen, yeah, I would assume that's my progress.
All right, cool. That's pretty interesting. I was wondering if that was a health bar, like your Meat Boy was going to run out of meat eventually, or what was going to happen there. But it looks like it is a progress bar for the level. That's kind of cool. I like that.
Yeah, if it's similar to Super Meat Boy, the original, right? It's like it's unlimited tries.
Cool.
Because they're very forgiving as far as checkpointing, because the actual platforming itself is very brutal. Because like legit, like this is what, am I on level 3? Like I'm starting from the very beginning of the game, and I'm already kind of like in that loop of trying to figure out the perfect run.
And Blessing, I gotta say, I'm having a good start to this game right now. I'm actually really enjoying this.
Oh yeah, no, I'm digging it so far. My main fear when we were in the lead up to this game was how much the procedural generation of the levels and then also the endless runner aspects was going to mess with the formula. And so far, like, I like it. I don't know if I love it as much as Super Meat Boy, the original. And again, like, as I play, we'll see in all form of opinion, all that stuff. But I'm not ecstatic about the idea of it being an endless runner. That said, I just love Super Meat Boy in general. And so playing it regardless, I think is fun. I'm a big fan of procedural generation when it comes to, like, roguelites and stuff. Like, I think we all love Hades. You know, I love Dead Cells. I think procedural generation is awesome when it works. And, like, so far, I'm digging this. Like, so far, like, the levels haven't been any sort of, like, you know, garbage or like, you know, everything seems to be working the way it's supposed to, even though right now I saw some weird image flickering on my screen.
I was gonna say, I don't know what that was, but there it is right.
Yeah, no, that's the game itself, and so I don't know what that's about. But overall, like, having a good time here. See, I love this because this is like me trying to like figure out what am I doing wrong. I think I just figured it out. I did not. Mike, are you a 2D platformer person? Do you like 2D platformers?
I can get into them for sure. That's not like my first go-to, but it's been really funny over the years of evolving and changing, right? I've played a lot of roguelikes, like you said, from Dead Cells over to Hades now. I've played Super Mario Maker. That's gotten me into these kind of endless runners, pixel perfect platforming. And so I'm always down to try them. I think a big one as well, blessing that I think of, is Ori, right? Ori really got me into that platforming staging that I really wanted to do. And so I've really opened up my gaming, lifestyle and changed up a little bit, which is cool.
Now, were you a Celeste person? Have you tried that out?
I've played Celeste. I had a lot of fun with Celeste.
Yeah, Celeste I absolutely adore. And Celeste was like another game where I felt like they took quite a bit of influence from Super Meat Boy in the good ways of like, oh yeah, let's get this platforming tight. Let's make it so that you have the satisfaction of replaying over and over again until you get it just right. I'm all about that.
Another one that I'm seeing while you're playing here, Blessing, that I'm a big fan of is the instant jump back into the gameplay, right? There is no loading time here. There's no sitting around, because that's one of those when you're getting punished over and over again, but you feel like you're getting better every time. I hate that moment of 5 seconds to 10 seconds reload. So I love that it's like instantaneous. We're right back into the gameplay.
Yeah, no, I think that's the thing that for sure carries this game is like every time I die I don't have to wait to load. Like if that was the case, I don't know how far I'd make it into this game because oh my god, because as you can see I am dying a lot. I just gotta do it.
You can see it. You know it. You got it.
Like I'm seeing the Matrix. I just gotta execute, dude. I want to know how they figured out like what elements of the world they can get away with in terms of procedural generation, because I feel like as a developer, you got to have that fear of, okay, what if we generate a level that's just unbeatable because something breaks? And I want to know like what the moving parts are in these levels.
Wouldn't that be fun to go behind closed doors and ask them like, what was the part? Is right. What are you doing here? Is it the different chainsaws here that we're seeing on screen? What can you move? What can you not move? What has to be there?
Because like for a game like this that feels so intricate in its platforming, what it asks you to do, the fact that they're able to get this thing developed, right, and have it be procedurally generated, and the levels seem to be pretty decent. Like, that's huge. Like, that's impressive.
It'll be fun to see if you stick with this, right, Bless? And, like, if you beat it and you come back to see those noticeable changes, as it said, right?
Oh, yeah.
Like, hey, every time you play this after you beat it, they will be changing up these levels. That will be cool to see. Are these controls feeling tight to you?
Yeah, like, it feels exactly like Super Meat Boy that I'm familiar with. And so, like, Super Meat Boy has always had really good controls, very tight, and so I'm happy with it from that perspective. It does give me like early decade vibes, like Super Meat Boy I think came out probably like 2010, 2011, maybe 2012, like around that era, and like it doesn't feel like much has necessarily changed aside from the formula. Which like, you can kind of take it or leave it. Like if you love Super Meat Boy, then I think that's very good news. But like if you were looking for something that is dynamically different, then maybe that's not as good news, but you still do have the procedural generation that carries it through.
Cool.
If I can figure out this puzzle right here.
Yeah, now you got a tough one here with this puzzle is right. How much you have to jump back and forth is right.
There it is.
There you go.
Did you do the super difficult Mario Maker levels?
I have tried them. I'm not like an Andy Cortez who can actually beat them, or my friend Grand Pooh Bear at all. I've tried them. I've bashed my head against the wall and just straight given up. Let's go!
Oh man, I was right there too.
Close. That was hot right there. These are some of my favorite parts in these video games, like Celeste, like you brought up before. Like I like these tight vertical areas where you just got to climb as fast as possible.
Yeah.
Nice work on that one. Now, are you living in the moment, or are you like 5 steps ahead looking at what's next? Like, where do you think you're at when you're playing this?
I'm very in the moment. I am very much like, what is the thing that's in front of me, and how do I get past it? I like to think I'm decent at 2D platformers. Like when it comes to platformers, generally, like I love 3D platformers, but I think in terms of timing and stuff, I'm somewhat decent. That said, it's hard for me to like see into the Matrix in a way that I know a lot of people do when it comes to the Mario Maker stuff. And so like I'm very much taking it a step at a time.
That's fine. Like, you also, I mean, you're doing it again, right? Like right now, you've played this 5 times, so you know what the rhythm's gonna be here. So that's pretty cool. It's like now you can build off of that, knowing where you need to be.
There you go. Oh god damn it!
Oh, didn't see that one coming back at you. Is right. so much happening because I have 2 different live streams up in front of my face right now. So it's like I have a lot going on video-wise here.
Oh, I got it.
Yes, Bless.
Oh.
Yes. Now we take a deep breath. We readjust. Here we go, baby.
Yeah. Oh my God.
My favorite is linking up the second jump now with like that blue fly that you see. That's my favorite
Oh,
part
yeah.
of some of these games. It's like linking that double jump up into another jump and then sliding a little bit farther. So cool to get those combos together. I don't know why it is.
No,
but
I
something's
hear
just
it too.
giving me the callbacks here of like bringing it back to Conkers, and I'm a huge fan of that. So I love the music right now.
No, I'm definitely with that. Oh yeah, so yeah, this is the thing I like about the replay where you saw it earlier, but it'll capture like the different runs like all in one go. Even though it seems
cool.
here that like it doesn't capture it. Is this from, okay, I guess this is from the beginning. Okay, there you go.
Oh, it shows your deaths as well. Which
It shows
is
your
cool. You can
deaths,
see your
yeah.
mini deaths. Yeah, that's awesome. Oh, this is a really cool mechanic. I never knew about this. This is
Yeah, so at every checkpoint, it'll then reload your runs.
This is a tough one with these spinning buzzsaws here. Like, how do you get through this? This will be interesting.
Yeah,
to
these
see.
saws have gotten me quite a few times. I gotta wait for it to
Link
wait
up.
for them to like go down. Like that would have been a great window. It's the faster one that screws me up.
My favorite is you have to read these buzzsaws right now while still trying to stay up in the air. That's great. Good job right there. Oh yeah, big one, big moment.
Ah, goddamn
We
it.
don't know where we're at. Is right. Such a good example of controlled chaos. Yes, this is exactly what the definition of controlled chaos would look like. Is right. You have Mike and Kevin yelling in your ear while trying to control your Super Meat Boy. Stay
No, I
locked in
appreciate
and
it.
focused
You guys
and do
give me
all
like the
this.
energy that I need to like power through. Okay, so
nice.
that pickup right there is timed, and so I have to get to it quickly or it disappears.
And so for the uninformed like myself, what was the deal with Super Meat Boy 1 Bless that's so different from this Endless Runner? Was it just like made up of mini rooms with these challenges? Or like, why are people mad that this is now Endless Runner? What was the big difference there?
I mean, Super Meat Boy 1 was pretty much like just Super Meat Boy without the procedural levels and without it being an endless runner. So you had full control over Meat Boy, and the levels were way shorter, and so it felt like way more of a designed thing.
Okay.
It's like imagine if they made Celeste, like made another Celeste, but they were like, all right, but the levels are procedural, and yeah, it's an endless runner, and like it feels like almost a different game. It's that kind of thing where you come to it and you're such a fan of one thing and they changed it up. Though I will say, like, it seems not to be bad. Like, that was my one fear because Super Meat Boy Forever got delayed a bunch, which made me wonder, like, okay, what's going on? Like, should I be worried? You know, is this game gonna come out and it not be what it's chalked up to be? And even though it's not what people necessarily want, I think for what it is, it seems pretty good. But yeah, I think hardcore Super Meat Boy players will probably also be upset because this kind of removes the speedrunning aspect of it too.
Okay.
Where it's hard to really like. I'm sure the community will enjoy like the unlimited levels and people will find a way to speedrun this game, but it changes it so dynamically that I'm sure coming into it and wanting that like designed experience and finding all the shortcuts and all that stuff, that's removed in a way where I can kind of understand that frustration. All right, here we go.
So is this us going to be having a boss fight right now, you believe?
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
This will be cool. It'll be fun to see you do this one is right. This is cool.
Oh,
Got to prompt like smash A button there or something weird.
Yeah. Can't really tap it again to jump and get out the way. Oh, so like I basically just gotta tap it fast enough so where I can get out of there. Nope. Ah, okay.
Oh, very close there. Very close though. Love the epic boss fight music. Big fan of that. Good moment. Nice.
Oh! Let's go, baby.
That was great, Bless. Good job
Oh,
on that
I'm
one.
sweating. Damn, so we beat Chapter 1. And I think I'm going to call it there for first impressions. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been Super Meat Boy Forever. Mike, what did you think of it?
You know what, Blessing? I'm actually very much into this. I think this is one of those games where I could put it on, you know, every now and then, get better every time, bang my head against the wall when I keep losing, but come back to because I'm all about this. So I'm really into it right now.
Yeah, I agree. I had fun playing it. And yeah, I'm glad Super Meat Boy is back. I don't know how much more of it I'm gonna play just because there's like other things out, and like I don't know, I'm playing it on PC right now. On Switch, I think I might have more of a reason to kind of go back to it as like a game that as I'm like lying down for bed, bust out the Switch while I'm falling asleep and like play some. It seems like it'd be good in that context. But aside from that, like I don't know, like it's cool. I think the procedural generation thing is cool. Endless Runner thing, all right, cool. I guess I understand why you're doing it, right? You can put it on mobile. You can get more people into it, maybe that way. But it has me kind of missing the actual design levels a little bit. That said, this is a fun session. I really enjoyed it, and so of course this has been kind of funny first impressions. Each and every week, we join you to talk about the new and exciting games that we're able to get our hands on. I've been Blessing. That's been Snowbike Mike. Until next time, it's been our pleasure to serve you.